Hello survivors, and welcome to another Nordic Ashes video. Before we get into this video, ladies and gentlemen, if you can hit that like button and get this video to 200 likes, we will do some Ragnarok videos with absolutely no Yggdrasil tree. And speaking of Yggdrasil tree, this is the tree we are going to be using on Amaranth in Ragnarok. We don't need the XP attraction because of RV, and we've gone for more than enough combat tree over here. We don't take healing because of the emerald bracelet, and we've got ourselves the seed drop for the nice extra seeds from the map. Now, one change that they've done in this update is they've made it so you no longer have to do Ragnarok 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on the map. If you've completed Ragnarok 5 on Midgard or Alfheim, it will automatically be unlocked for Svartalfheim as well, and that applies to the game modes, the easy, hard, and expert as well. When a new level is unlocked, it will apply to that as well. So our first relic over here is a green crystal, a very strong relic for us. It gives us 15% cooldown reduction for every green heart we have. It works the best with Amaranth because we grab the emerald bracelet. We're also going to grab ourselves the summoning stone, and then we're going to put some points into our RV, looking to focus on damage as much as possible. And then obviously our duration, area of effect is also very good, and we are going to keep going from there. Now, we do have a kill shrine on the map, as you can see in the top right there. It will move over now because we've started moving towards the left. But what the kill shrine has been changed to do now is, instead of you having to kill things in the circle, you now only need to be in the circle when you kill things. So very nice change. You will see that when we do the kill shrine, it goes 100 times faster now, because we don't need to focus on moving around the map to get enemies to spawn inside of it. What you do is you now just need to be inside the circle, so we need to make sure we stay inside of it, and absolutely everything that we kill will count towards the kill shrine. So really fantastic change, really helpful. It does make those 500 and the 3 or 250 kill shrines a lot more manageable now, and a lot easier and quicker to do. So really fantastic change coming from the devs there, and it's really nice that they do listen to the community and that they are happy to, as long as it is relevant to the game, make changes that will make the game a lot better. So really nice changes coming from them there. We are taking a lot of unnecessary damage. We are going to have to be careful now, because we are very close to death. So I have to just be very careful of what I'm doing, because we've only got one life left. As you can see, we're going to grab that, we're going to grab this, and then grab the movement speed, and we are going to ascend this for transfiguration. That's just going to be a lot more damage. Now we're also going to be focusing on Skog, because I do feel that Skog is a lot stronger than Chili is. Although we do have a fire relic over here, Skog is a lot more defensive, and I believe Skog has a slight knockback as well, so that is going to help you to survive a little bit easier as well. Just make sure we dodge that elite, because we did get hit again, and we do need to wait the 40 seconds for our heart to come back. So there we go, it did come back. Getting some really good relics like the Aegis helmet, as well as the shield relics, so Ragnar shield and Astrid shield, will be extremely helpful when we are doing this. If you are uncomfortable playing with such low life, you are more than welcome to put your points into the healing tree, so you get the overheal like we usually do on our characters. But I do like the playstyle that she has over here, so we don't need that necessarily for ourselves. Now we are going to focus again on damage. If we do get legendary upgrades, we will just upgrade it regardless, because legendary is really good regardless of what the upgrade is. It's a really strong upgrade. I think if it was like maybe attack speed, maybe then we would be like okay, maybe not. But anything from summons to cooldown to just damage is fantastic. Even duration and area of effect are fantastic to get as upgrades that are legendary. Is 1 damage worth 5 gold? Unfortunately, right now, no, it isn't. So we are going to focus on trying to stay alive here, as well as moving towards that 1 gold on the floor. And again, because we do poison enemies, we are going to be double ascending Skog, because his poison is very strong, and dealing double damage to poisoned enemies is going to come in handy when things get extremely hectic. But what else we need to do is make sure that we have enough damage to, you know, survive the onslaught of enemies as well. So we do need to keep leveling up our skills, and I think to get a really strong time on this character will be very difficult, because she is quite weak in the early game, and she does require your relics to be quite high level to start feeling quite comfortable in the game. So, well, unless you like spam straight for her ulti and use it off cooldown as much as possible, it is going to be quite difficult and challenging to survive that early game. But as you can see, as long as we have Skog as well as Ivy, even the elites get beaten up pretty heavily. Unfortunately, this elite doesn't get hit too badly from Ivy. You can't really cut the elite into anything because it has its own little movement pattern. So do we go chili? We do have 2 fire relics that we can grab. We'll see after the shop what the shop gives us. If the shop gives us more fire relics, we will grab a chili as well, but otherwise we're going to focus on Skog as well as RV for now. With regards to ascensions, we are going to have more than enough levels to level up chili as well. Alright, now one, I don't believe I did mention it. Oh no, I did mention it. I did mention that the XP for Amaranth got fixed. So she used to be bugged in a way that the XP was way too much, and that got fixed, and her RV now correctly gets the XP on the floor for you, where it wasn't doing that correctly beforehand either. So RV also got a bug fix, which is fantastic. There are some other things like Torkor's the coin got a text fix to help better understand it. There is also a fix to, well, not a fix, but more of an update to where the extra lives were shown on the screen. So they were shown at the top and near the waves at that bar. It has been moved to the HP bar to be more apparent, and it does have the same symbol now as it does in the Yggdrasil tree. At the very bottom, on the green side of the tree at the very bottom, there is a symbol there for revives. That is the symbol it is using as well, just in case you don't know what that symbol is or where it's from. Another update is that there is a tutorial that was added. Now, unfortunately, we're not going to see the tutorial. It is like a once-off tutorial that you get to see while playing for the first time after the update, or if you are a new player, you get to see it. The tutorial just shows you a couple of things in-game that are going to assist you in learning how to do X or Y, or like, let's say, what the relics do, or, you know, don't forget to pick up the Ascension Crystal when you enter Gnocchi's shop, and things like that. So definitely going to be useful for newer players, just to help ease that unknowing burden when you do start the game and you have no idea what you're doing or how to do things. So really cool that a tutorial was added, and just some other small bug fixes and glossary changes that people were suggesting be implemented got changed. So if you have a Discord suggestion or a suggestion you want to, you know, suggest to the devs, give us or give the developers the suggestion on Discord. You just got to join it. It is in the link. The link is in the description down below. So join the Discord. You can give a suggestion to the developers, and again, if it is for the good of the game, it will probably be added to the game or changed because it is a suggestion. If it is something that is completely ridiculous, then, you know, unfortunately, you're on your own there. So just so you do know that if it is ridiculous, it's not going to see the light of day. But otherwise, you are probably going to have the suggestion looked at and taken seriously by the developers if that is something that's going to be for the benefit of the game. Now we actually have quite a decent chunk of damage. As you can see, we are dealing quite a decent amount to the bat. Gonna just try and kill the bat as quickly as possible. We do need to just try and stay around our flowers because that's going to help us deal more damage as well to the boss that has started to rage out though, so it is going to hit us harder and just make it a little bit harder for us. But there we go, boss down and dusted. We got a kind of, there we go, so Ascension Crystals. Remember to pick up the Ascension Crystal. It will grant special powers to a relic after the relic reaches level 10, not the crystal. The crystals don't get levels, guys. Now, there's nothing in the shop here for us necessarily, so we are going to grab nothing over there. Let's reroll one more time. We've got enough gold for, oh man, there's just nothing here. That's good. We could grab this. No, we don't need the blue heart. Let's see what we can get. Anything. Nothing. We'll grab the attraction doll. We don't need anything else. We've just been unlucky in the store. That's okay. We're going to grab the poison area over there, and we can start grabbing ourselves some of the XP over here and start moving to the other shrines. Still no other kill shrines, unfortunately. We don't need to spend 15 gold on life because we do have our emerald bracelet as well, so that's a bit of a bummer. Our relics this game aren't the greatest. We did get the the green emerald though, green crystal, which is one of the best relics for the character. Attack speed. Oh, speaking of attack speed, there is a stat in the game called summon speed. Now, for just clarity and to make things a lot easier, the developers kept it as attack speed on the leveling up for the skills or for the summons, just for fluidity, so everything is attack speed. So just so you know, attack speed refers to summon speed when you are using summons, and that means that you will summon them faster per cooldown, and cooldown means that you will have their summons off cooldown come back faster. So let's say every 6 seconds I'm supposed to summon 6 monsters. If you have a 1 second attack speed, it will be summoned every 1 second. Otherwise, you could have all 6 of them summoned immediately if you had a cooldown of like 0, if that makes sense. But yeah, that's one of the changes. It was an attack speed change, and it's really, really, really fantastic to know. It wasn't a change, sorry. It was a clarity moment that was given to us by the developers for those who asked. So just in case you wanted to know what attack speed did on Chili, that is what it does. So if we have a look, he does have the attack speed stat, and that stat is there because of how it works. So we're going to try and get our ultimate now up and running and go from there. Unfortunately, we did do this before, so we don't see all of the tutorials, but my game crashed when we loaded into the boss fight. I'm not sure what happened. It just froze and crashed. I don't know if it was something that happens all the time, a bug maybe. We will see if it happens again this run. If not, it was just a once-off crazy crash with my computer and not necessarily a bug in game. Or maybe it was, maybe by double ascending certain relics in the game, or by having certain relics or something like that is causing a bug. I don't know. I haven't seen anything mentioned in the bug post as of yet. But I myself personally did get, kicked from the game while I was playing. So that was really, really uncalled for and unfortunate. As I'm right at the end about to kill Brock and Sindri, the game crashed. So that was a bit meh and an unfortunate situation over there. Alright, we're on 13 levels. We can put some into our Forest Mayhem area. Duration and then more damage and summons is actually fantastic. The duration means that we do have actually more summons spawn as well. Duration as well as attack speed will also affect the amount of damage that the Forest Mayhem causes. So do keep that in mind when you are looking for it. If you're like, oh no, only damage and summons is going to be useful. Nope, everything is useful as a stat. All of it will increase the amount of damage that it does, as well as what it can do. So don't sleep on some of the statistics or some of the stats that you can get on the character. Alright, but we're in a very, very good spot. A nice relic for us to look for will be the thunder to or poison to paralysis, because Skog poisons so often, and because he will get the ×2 multiplier on poisoned enemies, his damage will be very, very high, especially once we get poison to paralysis, because then we're poisoning, paralyzing, and we will be burning as well when we get chilly up and running. So, you know, quite a lot happening over there. Grab that, and we now get +2 to summons when we use our ulti, as well as more cooldown reduction. So really, really cool. Good to use your ultimate off cooldown whenever possible as well, just to ensure that you are dealing the most amount of damage all the time to everything. And the best time to probably use it is as soon as the elites spawn, and you don't really have to worry about anything else other than you know, getting yourself the elites killed. Alright, grabbing gold all over the place. Here's an elite spawn about to occur, so we are going to just spam R, well, just hit R. There we go, we heard them. And one's down already. Killed the bat, done and dusted. And all the elites are dead. Easy peasy, and we should have our ulti up again by the time the boss spawns, which is fantastic. Now we are going to just wait till we get about 30 or so levels, so that we can just spend them one time on our chili upgrades, and therefore we will be in a very, very good spot. We do have the fire relics again, but I do like Skog better than chili. It is personal preference, but I do know that Skog has a slight knockback effect on hit, so very good to you know, bear that in mind when you are playing it as well. So use our ultimate, let it hit the boss. As you can see, we are chunking the boss for massive amounts of damage. That is our poison damage doing that, and it is just fantastic. Again, also when you are playing on Amaranth, you really don't need anything more than just your summons. It could be cool to get like the owl over here, that is a summon as well, but we don't need anything else. We're just going to grab the boots. We have more than enough damage. Again, our poison from Skog is fantastic, so we're going to go for more poison, which means they deal more damage based on whether or not the enemies are poisoned or not. So as soon as something does get poisoned, then that does make us deal more damage. We didn't really get anything over here. We're not really too worried about chili. It's just that little bit of extra damage for us to get while playing, but we don't need to grab chili at all. But it does it, you know, why not take extra damage when you can grab it? You know, it's free damage, so that's why we go for it. We don't have any more ascensions, so we don't really have to worry about that. We do have a kill shrine up here. This is a 500 kill shrine. They were changed again, so now we only have to stay in the middle, and as you can see, look at the big difference it makes. We're already on 300 kills, and it just goes a whack ton faster. So there it is, kill shrine done and dusted. As easy as 1, 2, 3, you are done and dusted. And we don't actually need this relic, so we're going to re-roll it. It's going to give us some points, so we can level up cooldown over there. Fantastic, so we don't have to touch our tree ever again. It is maxed. We don't need the burn damage for chili. Again, that's not really that important. Just spam spacebar when you pick up a chest, because it doesn't really matter what we pick up from the chest. Our damage is more than plenty to get us finished with Ragnarok. So really not, I mean, a very bad start. It is very possible to die if you don't cart things correctly into your flowers, or even maybe if you go for Skog, it would be more optimized. I just like to go for Ivy because of collecting the XP, so it does push you that little bit forward with regards to levels. as opposed to going for Skog first and you know, having to run around 4 levels. But personal choices, you can go with whatever you want, but this is supposed to be you know, just a gameplay of, you know, of the actual level, not really like a guide or a optimized way of doing it. So, you know, each to their own. Right now we will maybe push out a optimized build for the character. Our tree is quite optimized for her with the amount of leaves that we do have, and again, as you can see, we are getting to over 500 leaves, which is also very, very good. I mean seeds, sorry, not leaves. So with regards to seed farming, Svartalfheim will more than likely give you the most amount of seeds until Endless is returned to the game. With regards to Endless, it doesn't look like it will be back anytime soon, which is fine, because ladies and gentlemen, the developers need to work on, you know, performance issues and things like that, and that's going to come before Endless will be returned. And it makes a lot of sense. You don't want to, as a developer, or you know, have a game where people are constantly saying, you know, lag this, lag that, do this, do that, try and solve it by doing this. And then, you know, the developers did try that and try this, and the game was still lagging. So rather give them the time to work on it, so that they are able to provide a smooth experience for when it does come out, as opposed to bringing out a choppy experience that we're all going to moan about in the you know, when it is available. So, you know, I approve of the developers' decision to cut it and bring it back when they are happy with where it is in terms of gameplay and performance. But very exciting is the new realm should be reaching beta soon. I believe it will be the beta next week, and the new realm is in development, and we should see some concept art or some teaser art very soon in the Discord channel. So, you know, again, link down in the description if you want to join the Nordic Ashes Discord, and if you need any assistance there that you know, don't want to necessarily comment down on the YouTube video for. Also, a friendly reminder that if this video hits the 200 likes, then we will do Ragnarok without a tree for everyone's enjoyment at seeing me suffer. So, you know, that's another thing. But here we go. Hopefully it won't crash this time. I really hope it doesn't, and we will just see what happens. Alright, so far so good. Dodge the axes. We've killed the dangerous boss already. That's fantastic. He's a lot easier. The axes aren't too difficult to dodge, as well as his slam attack. And there we go. We're now on the next section. The little fusion dance over there was slightly off actually, and I believe we are able to hurt them beforehand. I do think that needs to be changed. I don't think we should be able to hurt them while they are, you know, busy phasing. So I know that the devs do watch my videos, so guys, do expect that to be fixed. It's not right. It shouldn't be there. They shouldn't be getting hurt while they are in their phasing. So there we go though. We did complete it. As you can see, again, we have unlocked all the difficulties. Again, like I said, as long as you have finished it before, it will let you do Ragnarok 5. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope I covered everything that wasn't a glossary change or something like that. And please let me know if I didn't cover anything down in the comments. Otherwise, please like and subscribe for more videos like this in the future. And always remember, keep safe, survivors. Until next time, cheers.